Another day on the shoot. This is a 4-day shoot with multiple setups. I was brought in to provide my 1-ton grip van with lighting and also to provide camera department. So I brought in 2 FX6s, an FX3 G Master glass, and a director's monitor, which was the Atomos Sumo 19 SE, and a few other odds and ends requested by the client. So this is being shot at a really nice location. It's technically an Airbnb on a lake in a beautiful setting. So yeah, we're here a little early. Traffic for me can be anywhere from an hour and 20 minutes to well into 2 hours. That's our catering and crafty corn-fed catering. That's my backup sensor. So we're gonna back right in where we were yesterday, so we have access to the van. All right. This clip is actually from day one. It has us loading in from my 1-ton grip van. This package was custom set up for the director DP, Josh Macklin. He told me what he needed, what he wanted on this shoot, and we tailored it for his needs. We have Rico over here coming in on sound, rolling in on day one, and then I have the G&E team, which is Jacob and Ryan over there, coming in and setting up in the pool/game room, which has a bunch of fernie pads down to protect the floors. So there's some of our G&E and lighting inside, and I'm actually outside. I'm gonna show y'all the view. Looks pretty amazing out here. Here we have a quick glance at our camera setup. So we have 3 cameras going into a Sumo 19 SC director's monitor, shooting through a Hollyland 400S wireless transmitter into the pool table game room onto a TV. Then we have Rico over here on audio running 3 lavalier wireless transmitters going to the 3 talent, and then we have 2 boom mics going in as well over talent with the mix pre system for the mixer. So these are the Shape camera bags. I picked them up off B&H while they had a sale for about 180 bucks a piece. I have my Pelicans holding batteries, lenses, odds and ends, and another Shape case for my other FX6. This ends up being a really good setup and makes it easy to get going on set. All right, so we're walking in for our first setup of the day. This is day 2. We have 2 8x diffs over here, which will be hit with a 1200D over here by the window. The 1200D is shooting through an artificial silk From Matthews, we have two Matthews C-stands right here with a T-post, T-bar setup. And then we have our hair lights, which are Nanlite Pavotubes, boomed over to create a hair for our guest. We're using the Avenger boom right here, which is the model D650. The stands we are using, like I said, are Matthews digital stands, or baby digital. And then there's another Pavotube here working the two hosts with the Matthews stand. We're using tennis balls on all our G&E stuff that we are providing. That's sound right there. So that's not us at the moment. And then we have a 600D going through a Light Dome 2 with double diffusion, with the softer diffusion that's like the Magic Cloth. And then we have rolling stands from Matthews, and we're using these just for convenience so we could move them around a little bit better. So we have one on each side. And then here's the image here. And I'm going to switch over to quad view so you can see those. And then switch over to a tighter shot. That's a really decent image. Those chairs will be moved. They're there to prevent people from walking in on set because they like to take shortcuts. The camera setups, well, while we're on monitor, we do have a Lowboy roller from Matthews, and then this is the Sumo 19 SE. And then we're running a Hollyland transmitter for anyone that wants to connect via iPad or cellular device. Then we have the FX6 with the G Master 50mm 1.2 with a Shogun monitor, the Shogun Connect. The wide cam is going to be an FX3. We have V-mount battery here with USB-C to keep it charged, and we're running a 24mm G Master on the wide. This tripod is actually a Manfrotto 509 HD, and then we have the Sachtler Ace XL and the Ace L over here, both carbon fiber legs. And then this is also the Fast System carbon fiber for the Manfrotto. And again, we have a matching camera setup over here. The only difference on it is we have the 85mm G series from Sony. We are relying on autofocus for our tight shots, and it is doing an amazing job keeping them nice and in focus. And then we are running the SDI cables over to the Sumo. The FX3 has HDMI, so we have a decimator here to convert to SDI from HDMI, running over here for our system. So again, there's our shot there, and here's another view of what the 1200D is doing, and that's our setup. Give you a nice walkthrough again so you can see it. So there's no questions about the angles and whatnot. Make it real visible for you guys. All right, so let's see what's left over here in Crafty. We got some salty nuts, some sweet and salty nuts and mix. Oh, crackers, Cheez-Its, cookies, and more crackers, more cookies, Chips Ahoy, Nutter Butter, Teddy Grahams. Oh, of course, you got your Yum Yums, Oreos. Let's see what's over here. Beef jerky. We got peppered and original. We got RX bars, Kind bars, Lar bars, good old Quaker Chewies, Nature Valley, cashews. Here's what's left of some chips, some of the chips. Got others over here. Got some beef sticks, all kinds of goodies. Ooh, fancy. Got your Fritos. We've got some cake over here, fruit, veggies, and cheese and meat. I'm not going to put my hands all over those. Whole tub of M&Ms, Starburst. Got your assortment of candy. Ooh, Jolly Ranchers. Your fruit. Then over here we have coffee and all your fixins. Whole tray of brownies. And then you have your tea assortment, cold drinks, and water.
What's the plan, boss?
So what I'd like y'all to do is get a T-bar upstairs, leave these here, get a fresh one upstairs with the Ultra Bounce.
Okay.
So if you go upstairs and you put you're looking at the couch and your back is against the cabinets there, I need that set up on the right-hand side so you can put it over by the desk out of the way and bag it. And then go ahead and get a combo tennis balls up there, separate one, because we're gonna have the 1200D shooting, or they're gonna be sitting. So get one of the low stands, the low combos, the low boys that I have. They're on the side and the top. Get one of those with tennis balls up there, and we'll have that because we're gonna do a book light. So we'll do that, and honestly, to save us time, set up a second T-post as well in front of it, and then just bring the diff up, because we're gonna have to be going upstairs and stuff with the bunch of stuff, and I don't wanna mess with the hassle of that, because they're gonna get to no window, and they're gonna be doing photo shoots and stuff like, come on, good morning. So I'd rather have that, so just kind of ready to go staged up there, so that it just speeds up the process, because those are gonna be the main ones, and the other things we're gonna have to do is do the booms somehow to get hair lights on. So we'll do that once we're done with this setup. So couch conversations happen at 3:15, 3-ish up there. So once we wrap here, they're gonna go do diary, we gotta wait, and then we can start moving some stuff up, and we'll have like a 1 hour, whatever, do the full setup. So to give us the most time though, cause I've gotta go upstairs with stuff, everyone's gonna bring crap, we're gonna be fighting to get up there. So yeah, 2 T-posts set up, 1 Ultra Bounce at least, and then the other one just on standby, and then we'll figure out what rack we put on it. We'll either do quarter or half, whatever we can get the right exposure with. And then we'll just wait to do the other stuff up there. So set that up, and then come down here and get this set up. We'll have time. That work? Awesome. You want the van unlocked?
Yeah. That'll help.
So that was me chatting with G&E, Jacob and Ryan, about what we wanted to do for the next setup of the day that was going to happen after we wrapped this setup. There was going to be a lot of commotion and movement going upstairs, so we wanted to utilize our time as best as possible while there was less traffic going up the only staircase. So we went ahead and used some of the other kit and staged it upstairs ahead of time to prevent, too much chaos and wasted time when everyone's making a dash upstairs and downstairs over and over again. We ended up doing a pretty nice setup upstairs. We went from doing initially a book light, basic book light with an 8x Ultra Bounce and an 8x diffusion, but it was too sourcey. The director, Josh, didn't like the way that it was going. It just wasn't feeling right. So we opted to go with his initial request, which was a cove lighting type setup, a larger setup. So we took the same concept as we did downstairs with the 2 T-posts and the 2 8x frames, or 2 T-posts and 8x rags, and we shot through them by creating a booklight still with a 1200D bouncing off of an 8x ultra bounce, and then shooting through those 2 pieces of diffusion, giving us almost 16 feet wide by 8 feet high source of light. And that ended up looking really, really nice. We were thinking possibly of adding some hair light or doing something to that effect, but it seemed too sourcey and too unnatural. So we opted out of that, and it ended up being a really, really nice setup, and it wasn't too much work to get up. So you'll see that in the next shot of how it was set up. But right now I'm setting up my 3 camera setup. We're running 2 FX6s, 2 Shogun Connect monitors to monitor from their Shogun 7 Connects and their Ultra Brights. They're really, really nice, and the ones I have are pretty color accurate, so it made it easy to opt those cameras, mostly stationary, but towards the end we would op them when everyone stood up, and just to get the sizzle out. Here's that setup. As you can see, the couch is right there, and then camera right is the 8x diffs put together. They're on C-stand, shot up, and then T-post to make it simple and quick. Building out frames wasn't necessary because we didn't need to have an angle on this diffusion. Worked out really well. You have your ultra bounce here, and then you have your 1200D. Ryan over here with a Nanlite tube with diffusion, Hollywooding it. Then we have an FX3 here in the dryer, held down by sandbags and a pancake to keep it stable. This is a really cool shot, gives a great perspective, and we have an HDMI going out to a monitor for viewing. This setup is a TV gag with the talent sitting watching TV eating popcorn. So we have the MCs giving the gag effect. We have a Nanlite tube for a hair light, and then we have another Nanlite tube to give a little edge. So these floppies are here to block out some of the light, give some negative fill on each side. It ended up being really, really nice, gave a good look, was pretty exciting. We move on to the outside where we were dodging the rain clouds and trying to stay dry as much as possible. We have the FX6 here on a fast system Manfrotto tripod, capturing the elements that we need. We're at another location on the property. Luckily we had a golf cart to move from the bottom location to the top location. We brought in a 1200D, shooting through a artificial silk, going into a 8x diffusion to help a kitchen scene look motivated. All right, today's the final day. Let's see what magical crafty we have here. Ooh, Nutella and Go. Got our M&Ms, got our mints, gum, got some Mist Vicks, some Fritos, Doritos, some beef jerky, Biscoff, other goodies in there, a lot of good stuff. We got more Mist Vicks, jalapeno, Funyuns, Cheeto Puffs, veggie straws, Ruffles, Takis, Pringles, different varieties. It looks like we have cheddar, sour cream, and original. Ooh, sweet chili. Cookies, Oreo. Got your gummies. Got chocolate chip, peanut butter, and chocolate chip brownie. Circus animals. Rice Krispie treats. Grandma's vanilla. Over here we've got Kind bars, different varieties, RX bars, Nature Valley, we've got crackers, cranberry, health mix, more jerky, nut sacks, more nut sacks, almonds, more grandmas here, Nutter Butter, Teddy Graham, Chips Ahoy, Kind, all kinds of goodies here. Then you move over here, we've got fresh fruit, we've got our Greek yogurt, drinks here like before. And today for breakfast we have breakfast burritos. They're pretty good size. So that's our mix there. We've got orange juice and all the other goodies here. Your bananas, your oranges, pears, and then your evil candy, which you're supposed to stay away from. And then here's our coffee station and tea. So all kinds of creamers, coffees, sugars, fake sugar, real fake sugar, cold brew, all the goodies. Efficiency and time management are crucial on set, so the G&E team was on top of getting stuff packed away on the last day that we would not be needing anymore, and also prepping to avoid rain and dodge the rain as necessary, because we did have storms coming in and out throughout the day. As you can see, it's soaked outside, but we're sneaking past the storm and getting stuff loaded. And you can see the crate system is really great. Everything fits nicely on a cart and gets thrown on and makes it really simple to load in and load out. That's a wrap. 4 days of shooting with only an hour and a half of overtime on the final day. I want to give a big shout out to Josh Macklin, the DP director. He was a pleasure to work with. The whole team that was involved in this production, from G&E to sound to BTS photographers, videographers, hair, makeup, support staff, client, and talent, were amazing. They fed us well. They took care of us. They were aware of our needs. If we needed to take a break, they allowed it. It all came together and we had a great time working with everyone. These kinds of productions can be stressful sometimes, but the best thing is to have a great team to support you through everything. And I want to give another shout out to everyone that's viewing this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments. I'll keep them coming, and have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.